All right. 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 How is everybody? How you doing over there? What? We're on time. No, you guys are early. You were too early. Anyway, welcome to Goof On. Oh, look at my God. Anyway, we're here. We're live. And welcome to Goof On. It is Tuesday, November 18th. Tomorrow's the big day. Hump day. Hump day. Hump day. We're going to talk about some interesting things. Never. Would you be able to recognize your spouse if an alien took over the mind and body? Do you? Have you ever seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Or The Body Snatchers? Isn't that the name of it? The Body Snatcher? Or is it Invasion of the Body Snatchers? I just like saying snatchers. The Vern Dude! How you doing, man? Hey, thank you for that. I keep seeing it. It shows up all the time. That $2 you did on the thank you. It was a $2 thanks on. I love those afterthought videos. Those afterthought super chats on those videos. Yeah, it's a nice little surprise. I appreciate it, man. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Vern Dude says it's hump day, manana. And it is, senor. Welcome to the show, the VD. Oh, the Vern. I couldn't stop myself from saying it. It's like when you're about to lock your keys in your car. Remember the old days you could do that? And you see the keys in there, you already closed the door, and you go, yeah, yeah. And it's too late. That's what happened when I said the VD. I couldn't stop myself. I already said it. I did it again. Welcome. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate the super chat. This early in the show. It's supposed to be, but I appreciate that. Welcome to the show, the Vern Dude, everybody. The Vern Dude. Boop. Appreciate that. Oh, what's this? Hold on, I'm getting messages. Oh, no. Huh? Oh, it was about the. Oh no, it was about the rod that somebody sent me some information about the rod, that ET rod. You know they were trying to break into it. Remember that guy? And the lights were flashing. Oh no, the sky's falling guy. You remember that? Let me see if I have it here still. I think I got rid of it. Oh yeah, we were supposed to do the Baltic Sea anomaly tonight. We'll have to do it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I just can't do a Baltic Sea anomaly and get just no. Not on a. That sucks. I'm so mad at myself. I freaking fell asleep again. I was just, I was getting the show ready actually, and I passed out. I think somebody called and woke me up. I remember hearing, yeah, I don't know who called me. I don't even remember. Oh, did I get a call? I don't see anything. It must have been a dream. I can hear the song right now. The intro. Hold on, let me see if that's here. Recent? No, that's weird. Let me see. Here. Oh my God. Three calls? How? Oh my God. Yeah, I guess I did miss some calls. Weird. Oh my God. I'm not sure. I thank the person though who called. I appreciate that. Oh, it was you, Nathan? Okay. I knew it. It was Nathan, everybody. Nathan. Not the quantum leak. Leak. I can't speak yet, Nathan. Welcome to the show, Chief. Welcome, everybody. I'm just going to say hi. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. I don't think so. No. I'm usually on time. When you do 25 shows a month here, right? Every week I do about 6, 12, 18. No, we'll say 9, 20, 20. We'll say 23. If you're late once or twice, it sucks. But I think we'll be okay. I don't think I'm flaky at all. Actually, I'm always on time. Always. I hate people that are late. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Thor. That's actually a compliment. Yeah. I'd rather be flaky than mushy. Have you ever had cereal in the morning and it gets mushy? Yeah. I haven't had cereal in years. Years. Probably 15, 20 years, maybe? It's the milk. I can't have milk. All right. Well, I can, but I don't want to. All right, let's get to work. So there is a show. And there's just some Honda recalls 256,600 hybrids due to software error that may lead to loss of drive power. What? Hold on. I've got an itch so bad. Can't get it. Can't get it. Ugh. Ugh. All right. You guys know who James is, right? The guy with the hoax. The rod. Yeah. It's a fake. Yeah. Yeah. And then he disappeared. But he's okay. He's okay. Remember he tried breaking in, the lights were flashing. All right. Never mind. You guys don't want to. You don't want to do that? We'll do it. All right, hold on. Let me get rid of some things here cuz it's a little cluttered. I still get messages for living in Phoenix. I don't live there anymore. My neighbor is outside. And I think I don't know if he's on the phone with a recording or his mother. Oh, now he's talking. That was a lady. God, she talks so much. I can't say I never heard a woman talk that much before because I have. This is crazy. Never mind. I don't even want to tell you. All right, let's get to work. All right, I'm pulling this up here. So I was saying, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Would you know if your husband, wife, slash spouse, would you know if they were taken? If a pod took their body, replaced it? No. They're calling that guy the Booga Tube. Yeah, the guy who tried breaking into the thing. Booga Tube James says it was all fake. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I thought I saw this. Here, check it out. I knew I had this here.
A lot of people trying to find me, and some I think have found me.
Hold on.
Does that sound familiar? Is it like because I'm acting this whole thing out? Maybe. And you can think to yourself, if you were one who believed all this, maybe I was retarded. Yes, guys, it is all fake. I'm coming out to you now to say that. I got a lot of people,
Oh.
a lot of
Can't
people
even
trying to
thumbs
find me,
down it.
and some I think have found me. So I guess it's time to end it. People showing up to my parents' workplaces to
People are showing up at his parents' work.
and yeah,
This is what happens when you pull a hoax.
what the power of the internet can do, huh? But enjoyed the entertainment while it lasted.
God, my phone's about to die. I gotta keep it alive.
It was fun. It was fun making the content for you guys. I wish I could have kept
It's
going
not
on,
fun
but
for us.
no, I can't because the internet is so good at what they do. So yeah, I'll give props to you guys for finding me. Could have made it a little longer, but I didn't. So there you have it.
Not fun for us. Hoaxing and lying and cheating. Oh my. That's how they live their lives. Everything about their lives is a big cheat, a lie. Because you got to live that lie every day. You just can't stop. You know? They got to live it. It's a lot of pressure to keep a hoax like that going. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. What's this? From Vetted? It's not working. Here we go again with this shenanigan. Oh, wow. That Age of Disclosure movie got 28% on Rotten Potatoes. Why is Green Street saying The Age of Disclosure, a self-released UFO documentary, self-released, currently sits at 28% on Rotten Tomatoes, leading up to its theatrical and streaming premiere this Friday? Most critics fault the film for not providing any evidence to support its wild claims. Oh, we get that in every single UFO movie. Ducko. Everyone. God. Jon Stewart. Is that the comedian Jon Stewart? No, it's Jon Stewart, the UFO guy. I thought it was Jon Stewart talking about Rod Boy, like he wanted to go over to his house, but it's Jon Stewart, the UFO guy. He was on the show here. Remember that drone panic they had in Europe? It increasingly looks like there never were any drones. Yeah. All the evidence so far points towards misidentifications, they're saying. Mick West was there and pointed it out. Weeb de Jager posted, even at D Standard is paying attention to the growing doubts about the drone sightings in Denmark and Norway, where the drone panic began. In Belgium, the investigation is still in full swing. Just standard bullshit. Okay, hold on. Schwecken Sie Standard. Okay. So weird. My God. Oh, that's funny. How funny. I'm not even going to play it because I don't like the person. But they put a funny post. I wish I could play that person. I just hate him so much. Okay. Everybody. Okay. You know what's interesting about the Booga rod? I hate calling it that, but it looks just like the Booga sphere in a rod shape. Well, it goes to show you that the Booga sphere is fake too. What do they call that? Ancillatory? Is that what ancillatory evidence? Is that how you call it? Or is it just something? I don't know. It's a very fancy word I heard somebody say. When you can disprove something because of another something that looks similar to it. So, like, it would be like equivalent to finding another Booga sphere. We'll just call it another sphere that looked like that. And we did, but it was in the form of a rod. People bought it. People still think, yeah, well, the lights were flashing. I'm like, oh boy. Yeah, the lights were flashing on and off. It's a miracle. It is. It really was. It was a miracle. That people even believe that story. It's amazing to me. It really is. I wish we were talking about, and I'm sorry, but it'll have to be tomorrow. Somebody just said, where's the, and I said, no, it's tomorrow. Rose Cuckold. Oh, what are we going to do with him? This is why Rose Cuckold is the absolute worst when it comes to being a journalist in this field. So Rose Cuckold just drew the line. Disclosure isn't about UFOs anymore. It's about accountability. Oh my God. Take your woke shit and give it to somebody else. It has nothing to do with accountability. It has to do with evidence and holding people accountable. Who gives a shit? Just get over it. Get the evidence, show the world, end it. If you get the evidence and show the world, nobody would give a shit about throwing anybody in jail anymore. The Age of Disclosure isn't a documentary. It's basically a charge sheet, according to a charge sheet. Oh, God, please help me in all of the things that are evil in this world. Please help Rose Cuckold have the strength to find another job. He's talking about 20 crash retrievals, 5 confirmed events, Roswell, Virginia, recovered bodies, the works. And he's calling it what it is, an historic cover-up that went way beyond secrecy. It was accountability? Let's read on. If this is true and people inside the system hid it for decades, what do you even call that? I call it bullcrap. We need to know. Is it treason? Fraud? Or maybe criminal conspiracy? Or is it all of the above? Rose Cuckold thinks the scale's so big the government might have no choice but to create a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Not because the guilty deserve mercy, but because the alternative would shatter institutions. He's right about something else. When this does break open, the debunkers who spent years sneering, smirking, and attacking witnesses won't just be wrong. They'll be exposed as the people who helped protect the lie. And I'm Rose Cuckold, and that's the truth, as I see it. Fucking idiot. This guy. I swear to God. And I'm the asshole. This guy's making it seem like you gotta listen. You heard, but now you gotta listen. You heard? Here we go.
Us military insiders and intelligence insiders who...
It's military, not military.
There are apparently 20 plus military insiders and...
It's military! Hello, I spell military. M-I-L-I-T-R-E-E. Military. It's his accent. That's not fair. That's accent shaming.
Intelligence insiders who also appear in this film. And there are claims of how there are 5 confirmed UAP crashes, including the 1947 Roswell crash and the 1996 Virginia, Brazil crash, which we've talked about very recently on Reality Check with filmmaker James Fox. Talks also about the retrieval of non-human biologics, recovered alien bodies. Believe this if you will. I am so looking forward to the day if and when government admits all of this is true, and these smug smiles will be wiped off the faces.
Oh my God, who wrote this shit? Smug smiles. And the smug smiles. Like, he actually wrote this, read it back to himself and said, oh yeah, smug smiles. That's really brilliant writing. This is another Peabody Award for you.
Of those.
More like, this is a penis trophy for you.
Skeptics and debunkers who have for so long resorted to ridicule and stigma and taboo rather than
taboo. T-U-B-U. Taboo. Not taboo. Taboo. Yeah, I'm messing up his speech. Forget about him. He's old. He's done. He's washed up. He's Rose the Cuckold. God, I can't stand this guy. No, seriously. Everything he's saying is just, you can tell by the way he wrote it. You smug smirk. What did he say? Smug smirk? Smirk smug? Smirk, smirk, smirk.
and stigma and taboo, rather so long resorted to ridicule and stigma and taboo, rather than responding logically and objectively on the subject of UAPs.
First of all, what an asshole. We do respond much.
Taboo, rather than responding logically and objectively.
We do respond objectively and intelligently all the time. It's just we don't get any answers, so we have to resort to other tactics to get your guys' attention. He's part of the problem. That guy, Rose Cuckold. He's part of the fake news that's News Nation now. News Nation has sold out. They sold their soul for the UFO narrative. These people will do anything they're told by the whoever's in charge of the narrative.
On the subject of UAPs. It's going to be very interesting to see if the White House does come out and make a public statement in future months or years, how that group of determined debunkers are going to behave.
You know what's so funny about Rose? He still thinks the government's the all tell-all of the UFO truth. If it's up to the government, if the government now all of a sudden you're trusting the government. Oh, if they come out and show us the truth, I'll believe it. Yeah, you'll believe the lie too. That's you, Rose. And then I could tell everybody where the big UFO is under the building. Do you think that would happen? You think Rose would tell us where the UFO is hidden? You know, the big one, so big they had to put a building on top of it. Does that make any sense to anybody here? That you would build something on top of a machine that you don't know if it's leaking any toxins? You don't know if it's going to take off one day. And you build a building that's going to have hundreds of people in and out all day on top of it? Are you out of your Vulcan minds? Who would do such a thing? Nobody.
I hope they all crawl back to their holes and never stick their heads out in public ever again.
God, we think that about you too, but your head is so far up your ass, you wouldn't know if it was daylight or nighttime. Take your head out of your ass, look around. That's right. It's just your ass. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park and swap. I don't.
Because they will deserve vilification and opprobrium.
Wait. What? Opprobrium? You're using a word like opprobrium in ufology. Listen.
Deserve vilification and opprobrium.
With spit on your mouth. Real professional, Mr. White Dot. What is that? A little piece of yayo on your mouth there? Rose? A little nose candy leaking out into the lip world, is it? Coming down onto your... What is that? I know, it's just spittle.
And opprobrium.
Yeah, look at him. And opprobrium. Opprobrium. Everybody in ufology, including myself, never heard the word until today. Opprobrium. I didn't even know it existed. This guy is so... What do you call Elton John? Not gay, but he reminds me of Liberace, Elton John. Like he's trying to wear an outfit that'll get everybody talking without wearing the outfit. So what Rose has to do is come up with big words and sound smaller than I really am. Opprobrium. I gotta check this word out. What does opprobrium mean? Nope, not appropriate. How do you spell opprobrium? Opprobrium isn't even a word. Hold on. Oh, OPP. The politicians' dishonest actions led to widespread opprobrium. Unbelievable. Hold on. What a great word, too, for ufology. All of us know what opprobrium means. Opprobrium is a formal noun that refers to severe public criticism or the resulting disgrace and dishonor that a person or thing receives due to conduct considered grossly wrong or shameful. In simpler terms, it is the strong, widespread disapproval and condemnation by a large number of people. Thank you, Rose.
Public ever again, because they will deserve vilification and opprobrium. And I think also we should be asking, if there are people who have improperly, illegally, criminally withheld this knowledge from the public knowledge, why are they not going to be tried for treason? It's going to be a very interesting decision if the White House...
Oh my God, I can't believe this ass face just said that. How can they be in trouble for treason? If that's the case, dummy, then your whistleblower friends also go to jail or whatever they choose. Because I believe a whistleblower is treasonous. That's why they need protection. No, that's not why. They need protection because they're telling secrets. Do you know something about every UFO guy you have seen since 2016? They're all fine. Yeah, they're all okay. Nobody's life was threatened. No, I haven't seen it. Oh, they talk about it all the time. Oh, our life was threatened. Lou Eliganzo, my life was, there's a team of people saying they're going to get me. Show me. Show us the evidence. Why can't you? I don't see it. I don't see it. David Grush talked about it. I didn't see it. It's private. It's our lives, gosh dang it. Dag nabbit. Right? This isn't 1944. This isn't 1954. This isn't 1964. Hell, it's not even 2024. But nobody's being whacked. Because they went through Dopser. They did it the right way. Oh, the right way is not telling us anything we don't already know. All the whistleblowers said the same thing. There's NHI. There's an ocean. We don't know what it is. Don't even know how. They all say the same thing. The pilot. The pilot.
does decide to be open on this issue, what will it do? Will it do what I strongly, sadly suspect they should do, which is offer a Truth and Reconciliation Commission?
Look at this fruit. Look at the way his eyes blink. Look.
Do, which is offer a Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
God, I hate this guy. He is so disingenuous. Look at the blinking.
Reconciliation Commission.
Because he doesn't even like he doesn't even like this job.
Offer a Truth and Reconciliation Commission.
Look, he's batting his eyelashes like, look at me, ladies, or men. I mean, that's probably Morse code for, yo, I got an asshole that needs raping.
Truth and Reconciliation Commission, where just like South Africa
What, did I say that out loud?
Apartheid, Nelson Mandela, in an act of extraordinary magnanimity, decided to offer amnesty to anyone who'd been involved in crimes against the state in return for their truthful depositions about what they knew. And it was a very healing process. I got to witness it as a journalist, and even though I hate the idea of people...
God, I hate him. I've witnessed this as a journalist. He's so over dramatic for nothing. Nobody cares about you.
To anyone who'd been involved in crimes against the state in return for their truthful depositions about what they knew. And it was a very healing process. I got to witness it as a journalist. And even though I hate the idea of people getting off scot-free for their crimes, if crimes have been committed, and I know they have been,
What about you? What about you? Talk about crimes. Why don't you go make up some more stories? You know he got fired from 60 Minutes in Australia for totally fabricating a story about church. About the church. Yeah, oh yeah, he's a shithead. He is the worst of the worst. That's why he's in this field. And you notice that the people who did wrong, they're here in ufology. Because I believe David Grush, Lou Eliganzo, and Barber, Jake Barber, I believe these guys were in trouble. Maybe even set up to be a part of the UFO field in a way that they're actually working for the government undercover. Not really, but, talking about how bad it is and how they're the conspiracy and how the government's keeping everything. And oh boy, are they mad. Oh, if we only knew the truth. Oh boy, I wish I had a way to tell you guys and show you, but I can't. I just can't. They won't allow me. If I showed you, they would take me out, and not just me, my family as well. So, call their bluff. They're not going to take out your family. Just you. I'm telling you, don't be a whistleblower for anything. Why? Why get yourself so involved? Unless you're the one that's being ripped off financially, and not only just financially, reputationally. I'm so disgusted about what I'm reading here. Let me show you this disgusting. I don't even want to say disgusting. I just don't get it. These people, this guy, David Grush, didn't do anything. And look at this praise. I want to state for the public record that am I on there? Oh, it didn't show up. Let me do this again. I thought it was there. Here we go. I want to state for the public that I fully support, believe, admire, look at this, idolize, trust, applaud, respect, commend, praise, cherish, adore, and honor David Charles Grush. He is the #1 UFO whistleblower and our guardian of disclosure. I never doubted the man ever. Look at this down here. Do you drive a 911? No. Then shut the F up. What you mean if you don't drive a Porsche 911? What? Boy, this guy has got delusions of grandeur, huh? Grider? Sad. I don't understand how this guy adored police. Somebody's got a crush on Grush. You see what I did? You don't care, do you? So I'm going to shit. What time is it? 8. I was playing a video the other day on chemtrails, and it was really interesting, and I would like to continue that, but I don't think I can tonight. That might have to go in tomorrow's show. Let me see something here. Whoops, I went the wrong way. Hold on. All right. I'm going to have to, this here. If I wish we could get Bob Lazar on this. I'm wondering if I can. If you'd like to get me to come on the show, I'll do it for you, Richard. I can't do Bob Lazar. So somebody said that. Who said that in the chat? Steve? That's the sport model. You stole John Wick's car, and you messed up his dog, Remember that? John Wick? You stole his car, you fucked up his dog, You really fucked up his dog. All right, I'm going to play the rest, not the rest, just, I said I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it. A few more minutes about the government admitting chemtrails are real. Look, this is really interesting. I know you guys may not believe it's interesting, but it's real important that we hear what this guy has to say. It just shows that everybody's wrong. They're not just contrails.
Who's doing this specifically?
Ultimately, all roads lead to those who print the money. But we know as far as the coordinating entities, certainly DOD, DARPA, and we have documents to prove the existence of these programs going back decades, documents hundreds of pages long. We have an 800-page U.S. Senate document from 1978 outlining the scope and scale of these programs then, specifically calling for intergovernmental cooperation, even between, quote, otherwise adversarial nations, because of the cross-border ramifications of these programs. You can't just geoengineer over your own country. Who's the biggest player? Obviously, the United States of America, because of the size of our military. The U.S. military has 3 times more aerial tankers, which are the primary aircraft used in these operations, 3 times more than all other militaries in the world combined. And if I could back up to the whole condensation trail narrative again, which is perhaps one of the greatest lies ever perpetrated on populations all over the world, all military tankers and all commercial aircraft are equipped with what's known as a high bypass turbofan jet engine. That's a jet-powered fan. 90% of the air that moves through that engine is not combusted. So by design, that engine is nearly incapable of producing any condensation trail except under rare and extreme circumstances, which are diminishing by the day because of the warming that's occurring in the troposphere. So much warming. We've had 2 former military pilots that fly private aircraft. Important people have contacted us at geoengineeringwatch.org. In both cases, they were off the coast of the Pacific Northwest, and their aircraft were forced into emergency auto descents because the air outside that aircraft was 45 to 50 degrees above what it should have been. The air was not dense enough to carry those aircraft. These people are very, very alarmed, but very afraid to speak out.
Well, that's an amazing fact. And it points up something that I think is indisputably true, which is that the climate is changing. Why it's changing is a whole separate set of debates. Of course, it's always changed.
Climate engineering alone, though, if I could elaborate, I mean, climate engineering alone, I'm not negating the other sources of damage to the planet. We've been very poor stewards. But our point at geoengineeringwatch.org is how could anybody from any perspective, and the environmental left is the most reluctant to face this issue. And we know why, Tucker, because they don't want to lose their 501c3 nonprofits. Our attorneys at geoengineeringwatch.org spoke to attorneys from every major environmental group, Greenpeace, Sierra Club, WWF, all of them. They will not address this issue because they don't want to lose their nonprofit status. Is that not criminal hypocrisy? So we're stating in the case of trapping more heat than it deflects, causing far more harm than any perceived good, they're simply using it as a weapon under the guise of trying to mitigate the climate. So again, these operations are taking us from the frying pan into the fire, so to speak. So again, the greatest, most damaging form of human activity on the planet at this moment in time must be considered these operations, climate engineering.
Well, sure. I mean, geoengineering by its very nature is just like textbook hubris, where you think you're God and you're in charge of the weather and the planet. No, you're just some lumpy, furry schmuck living out an incredibly short lifespan with no ability to make anything better because you're not God. Like, the whole mindset is the mindset that gets us to nuclear war. So I'm opposed to it on those grounds. But before we ascend too much higher, let's just come back down a little bit and to the specifics. So where these aircraft seem to be everywhere in the United States, where are they taking off from? Where do these chemicals come from? The aluminum particulate, the rest that you did, the magnesium, all the rest you described. Like what's kind of the chain that gets us to the stripes in the sky that we see?
Aircraft are taking off from countless locations. We're aware of a number of military bases where we know they're deploying from. We also have commercial aircraft with commercial markings that we know are being used in these operations. We know that because we have film footage of these aircraft, retrofit nozzles mounted on the wing pylons. We have up-close photographs aimed into the exhaust jet stream to make this look like, quote, condensation. We are not implicating commercial pilots or personnel, but we are communicating with them. Some commercial pilots that distribute our printed materials in pilot lunchrooms, for example, covertly, because they know their aircraft are being used. These are automated systems. They carry a small payload. You might remember about in the year 2000, the weight of the aircraft became a very big deal, how much luggage you carried on, how much weight you carried on.
Oh my God. Hey, I want to thank, somebody sent me $20. I didn't even see it. Who, Richie Gray did? Where is it? Should be right here. I don't know why I missed it. There was the Vern dude. Hold on, did he do it before I got here? Because I see it. It's 7:52. But it didn't show up, did it? Hold on, because this is part of the problem here. Why did I not see 7:52? 54:53. Here we go. Here it is. It didn't color out. Look, that's how it showed up. It tells me about it, Richie. Thank you very much. Lemon character. Bowing his head while spreading hearts with his arms. It tells me, it doesn't show me. That's so bizarre. Thank you, Richie Gray. Sorry about the delay on that, brother. Thank you for being a continuing supporter of Goof On. Really, that really helps. Thank you. Appreciate you being here, too. Put another UFO crash on the ball beam. Moody Mongols, everybody. Moody Mongols here. Good to see you, brother. All right, I'm done playing with this chemtrail shit, to be honest with you. See, look. I like the interview, but I think you guys are bored. All right, I'm going to continue it then. Yeah, thanks, Vern, dude. It is a great interview. It really is. I guess I could fast forward to the other stuff, but they talk about things like, all right, we'll do this right here. The The mass death of insects. And let's go here.
Tucker, you
Thanks,
know
Vern,
the bees
dude.
are collapsing, right?
Oh, of course. I know very well.
So we know this year we were told 70% collapse this year. That's staggering. That's
Wow.
incredibly alarming. But what's the real figure? The real figure is that's a 70% collapse of the 20% that was remaining. We're down to single-digit percentages of pollinators left right now. We know insect populations have declined.
How could that be? Do you know what that means if the bees go? Do they pollinate everything? And oh man, this sucks.
Terrestrial and aquatic insects.
Wow.
80
What's
to
up,
90%
Jammer?
globally.
It's very noticeable. And if you don't believe it, remember the windshield on your parents' station wagon as a child in the summertime was covered in bugs. And that is not.
Jammer, don't spam
drive
me
in a
like
rural
that
area
again.
every night and no bugs. That's real.
No bugs, no people. Also, we publicized this in 2012 with my work with former government scientists that could speak out because they were retired. And the science community tried to marginalize us. And now they've had to admit to it. If your listeners search insect apocalypse, they'll find the alarms going off all over the globe because this translates to plankton as well. No plankton, no people. We have peer-reviewed science study now from the Atlantic. Plankton population is down 90%. 90. Other oceans not far behind. That's the greatest oxygen producer on the planet. That is the base of life on Earth, plankton. We are
For the last 30 years, I would have to say. I know since 2000 and, well, since I've been in this field since 2004, I've been following what they've been saying about the plankton and the oceans and providing oxygen and the bees. And look, man, we shouldn't even be here today if we go by what they said was going to happen. But I don't think they're over exaggerating either. I rarely see bees anymore. Growing up, I saw bees all the time. All the time. And I'm in Florida. You'd think bees would be everywhere, but they're not. I've seen a few. It's crazy, but I don't find this boring. I find this very interesting, actually. It's crazy what chemtrails are actually doing. It's not just chemtrails, but you can't deny what's happening to all these insects and shit all around the world.
the human race right now, Tucker, I've used this example before, but it sends a message that's very accurate. It's like occupants of a car parked on the railroad track. The train is seconds from impact, lights flashing, horn blaring, and they're trying to decide what station to put the radio on. I mean, no matter what other issue we're facing, and I would argue power structure maneuvering right now from conflict zones to carnage zones, many other factors are directly related to the unfolding and accelerating biosphere collapse, which climate engineering is fueling, not mitigating. It's fueling it, and they will not.
Yeah, we could talk about you and everybody in your family. Yeah, sure, we'll talk about your family. You're pushing it tonight, Jammer. I don't know why. Not funny at all. There's a difference. Sometimes you're funny, not being funny. Too bad. You don't like it? Go fucking somewhere else.
Let go of this covert weapon of control. It is the crown jewel weapon with which they can, have been, and are bringing populations to their knees, including our own, without those populations ever even knowing they're under assault. They're not going to let go of this weapon. In regard to our military brothers and sisters that are participating in this, because many ask that question, why would they? But the bottom line is, and I've heard you say, I just heard you cite this, and I thank you for doing so, that our military brothers and sisters took an oath to protect their populations. I heard this on a former presentation you just made, to protect their populations from all threats, foreign and domestic. So they're being compartmentalized, and they're being told that these programs are some benevolent, necessary operation. Just like the pilots in Vietnam, I'm sure were told when they were spraying Agent Orange on everybody, they're not told this is going to kill your comrade on the ground. Of course they're not told that. So here we are.
And I think in a lot of cases, people don't know. They don't think it through. I mean, again, they're so high on this false.
People don't think through when there's dollar amounts attached to it. They're paying them to spray this shit. And morally, even though, they may not know exactly what it is they're doing, but they know they're compartmentalized. They know that it's the government they're working for. They know that they peddle in this shit. And if they don't do it, somebody else will. So you might as well take the money, do the job, and go home. Just know this. You're spraying your family and your friends and the history of the rest of the world. Good luck. Have a nice night. We'll finish that tomorrow. No, maybe never. Maybe I'll just put the link to it in the show description and you can watch the rest because I am out of time. Even though we started late, we're still doing the hour. So I'm going to get going. Sorry about that. It's the way it is. Plus, you can't make everybody happy. And we'll come back tomorrow with the update on the whatever you call it. What is it called? What is it? The Booga? Booga? Is it the Booga? The Booga Booga? Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be talking about the what is it now? I forgot. The Baltic Sea anomaly. Yeah. We'll be doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just the way it is tonight. So we'll see you tomorrow. And thank you for hanging out. Thank you, moderators, super chatters. Thank you very much. Newcomers and veterans, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Giving the chat room the spark it needs. Appreciate the controversy. Not the mean shit, not the stuff, hey, I thought, you were on my side. Now you're calling me all sorts of, this is terrible and boring. I'm so tired. I don't like Tucker. It's not about that. It's about the story. Unbelievable. You guys need to spread your horizons out more and more and more. That's it. And just, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Alien bus.
Oh.